I'm here with Dr. Sally.
And I'm here with Henry Gage.
We are here to do a basic overview of the Voices for Progress platform. So what do you think about this page, Dr. Sally? What do you see?
This is amazing. This is an interactive map. This is where you land once you get into the platform, and you will see where you are without actually really identifying your address.
Here's why we added a map. If you notice down here in the lower right-hand corner, what we've started doing is gathering soil type data and climate data. So if you're in construction, this will be handy as we go forward because we will post the actual climate data here. And if you're into farming, we'll also include like soil type data plus a page for you to keep track of details about soil type. This is kind of important because I was thinking about work that we do with Cornell, and I was thinking about the spotted lanternfly project, and this will give a chance for them to keep track of projects and activities that are going on in different spaces. So what we can show them, like let's say for example we were to head up toward the Cornell area up near Rochester. What we could actually do, here we are, Geneva, that's where
Geneva.
Now notice we can zoom in and we can actually place pins on the map. So if you wanted to set up a project to focus on something very specific to agriculture, this platform supports it.
Yeah, and if you are growing industrial hemp, building with industrial hemp, this is our specialty as well.
Let's take a look at My Tasks. What do you think about this page? What do you see?
My Tasks is a great area to look at. It really starts with working groups. So if we can look at working groups, and that leads into projects, which then leads to My Tasks.
Yes, so in the My Tasks view, the idea is that as your team is starting its work or their workday, it's helpful to have a place to go to know, well, what is it that needs to be done on this day for the benefit of the team. I've run into this before in managing projects and working with the community where people don't really relate to some of the corporate solutions, where in this solution we can deliver a task to a person's phone. Let's take a look at projects. So the tasks are actually part of projects, and projects are an element of exchange on the platform. Give me your thoughts on this project view, Dr. Sally.
So all these tiles represent different projects that are set up here, which you can jump into and take a look at. It's set up in such a way that you can share projects, you can manage projects, you can invite people to come on and review projects, report on projects, invest in projects, donate to projects.
Yeah, this is probably one of the very powerful features that don't exist any place that we've seen. Because if you think of the idea of starting a project, like we're focused on industrial hemp and helping to get insulation projects started and textile projects here in New York, other states have projects that they're interested in that could be similar. The idea here is that once you've created your project, you can either have it posted as public, that means anyone else on the platform can see it, or you can keep it private just for your team. So for example, if I go to my projects, I would show just the projects that I created. Let's take a look at one of those as we discuss working groups. Actually, let's come to working groups in a minute. So let's take a look at this project.
The Industrial Hemp Working Network activation. Now, one of the things that we're looking at is how to get the different activities, the different companies, the different natural material builders together, and we can do that by networking and by sharing different tasks. If we're doing a workforce development, we can send it messages and tasks to the different people who are working with us.
Let's talk about that for a minute. That'll take us straight into the working groups, then we'll come back to projects.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea of working groups is this is a way you get organized. So by organizing your work into different categories, then people in a geolocation or an interest group have a place to bring their information. So for example, in this working groups view, let's narrow down to just some things going on in New York. So I did that by adding a filter to this, and it's showing just some of the working groups associated with here in New York. You can see there's one here at the state level, and let's see, this is also a state level group. One is for the North America, New York, and this other one is hemp lime insulation. Let's take a look at the details. So within this particular working group, what we've done is we've set up one additional working group to focus on industrial hemp, and within that we've set up 2 projects. So sub-working groups contain projects. So what we're anticipating is we're thinking about the folks that we talk with at the Fields of Opportunity event. And I recall we're sitting at the table and there are people who are talking about lots of different ideas. And so what we said we would do is we would get back to them once we had a platform that would allow us to organize our work. This is it. So let's take a look at projects and think about how we can accomplish that.
You're right. So some people are interested in hemp textiles, and some people are interested in hemp lime insulation. Some people are interested in animal bedding, food. We're working with a company that supplies some of the fiber to make an actual hemp wood.
Exactly. So in talking with them, we said, if we set up a working group, then you can invite the people who want to focus on that to work with you. And we had a brief conversation with the person from RPI, and we know they're doing innovative work. So the goal is to get people into the same working group and then put together projects. So that's how you get to projects from your working group. So within this project, just a quick overview, basic simple sort controls. And I'll take you just real briefly through assigning one task. So let's take a look at this one right here. This is milestone 1, task 1. Now notice right now the top priorities, there's only one item here. But if I were to choose one like milestone 1, task 2, this one is basically providing overview videos, which we're developing right now. If I were to click on this, then what would happen is that this now shows up as a top priority. So on my mobile device, I could open my phone and I could see that I have been assigned a task and it's a top priority. That's a convenient way of keeping track of your tasks and assigning them to team members. Also keep in mind that you can import tasks. So if you had another project management platform, we can show you how to import your tasks, organize them here, and then assign them to your team members. Let's take a look at the team and some of these library functions like attachments and links. Please share your thoughts.
So this is a great way to import items that you may have in another website, or you could have an Excel spreadsheet, you could have a number of documents, or wherever it is, you can import these and have links to different things. Say, for example, you had a video of your latest work and you wanted to share it. Right now, we have a link to the different agendas, field day agenda. So we can put these all together, and you can find them easily when it makes reference to them in your task.
Exactly. And just before we wrap up, if you can imagine a scenario where you have a document that you're using as maybe part of a grant application, and it's stored, let's say you have edited it using Google, and you have certain members who have access to it. You don't have to upload the document here. what you can do is put a link to the document here. That way, every new team member that joins the project can click on the link and it will take them to that document. You can do the same thing with a folder full of files. If you have a folder full of files someplace else on your internal system, if it supports the idea of hyperlinks, you could put the link here so that way you don't have to move all of your content into another system. Just put a link here and click on it. We'll show you lots of innovative ways of getting organized by using hyperlinks. Well, that's all for now, and we appreciate you taking a look at the platform. And please invite your friends, and let's get organized. Thank you.
Thank you.